Kaiweets sent me this, but this is not a paid sponsorship. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion of the KM601 and compare it to the Fluke 116. Here it goes. In this video, I'm going to do a review on this, the Kaiweets KM601, and compare it to my Fluke 116 because that's the closest comparison I have. Alright, it comes in this little case, and I wanted to show you. This is the iPhone 10 Max or whatever, the large size, in a UAG case, and these things are almost the same size. I will point out that in order to get the batteries in, there's this whole back piece removes, and there's 3 AAA batteries. There's a little screw right there, so don't lose your screw. I will go ahead and tell you, because they sent this to me, I had to compare it with the only thing closest that I have, which is the Fluke 116, and I no longer really use it because it don't have a clamp meter, and obviously this one does not either. The first thing I'll tell you about this is its size. That's very convenient. It has this little light on the back. That's nice. But compared to the 116, you can hang this with a magnet, and it has a kickstand. 2 things the Kaiweets does not, but that's part of the sacrifice in making it smaller. When you first turn it on, I know it's a little hard to see in the light like this, but when you first turn it on, it auto ranges between volts, AC, DC, ohms, and continuity. You can turn the auto function off and just scroll through. That's voltage, ohms, continuity, diode, capacitor, millivolts. I'm trying to get this where y'all can see it. You can read hertz and duty cycle, temperature. It automatically goes to Celsius as the top one. Non-contact voltage, microamps, and amps AC DC, and it's only up to like 10 amps. And I will point out, it's kind of hard to see, but when you set it to it will tell you which, like right here I've got it set to auto range. It tells you which 2 connections to hook up, like right there. Most of the time it's those 2, but amps and microamps, they're different colors up here. And see how it tells you which 2 to hook up your leads to? And that one tells you which 2 to hook up your leads to. The screen clearly is not a touch screen, but it's a nice big screen. I like that. The continuity beep on this is very loud, which is good. I think the selling point on this is its price. It's like a $50 meter, and its size. It is very easy to just, you know, put in the door of your vehicle or something and carry it around with you. it is a convenient little meter. I do think because of the lack of an amp clamp, it's more suited towards like an auto mechanic instead of HVAC. The only reason I still keep the 116 with me is because, you know, that's what I started with. Well, this was actually gifted to me by my dad, who's no longer with me, but so I keep that with me. And this one compares very well to that. I'm trying to see if we have yes, we can do. Oh, and the temperature on this, if you put this to hold on just a second. If you put it to temperature, it only, of course, it's going to read through these two leads, but the only temperature probe is supposed to be a K-type probe. Let me see if I still got it in here. I've been using this for my, no, it don't look like I have it. The only temperature probe they have is just like a K-type little probe. And you see these are really close together. And on like this one, they make an adapter where you can put just any K-type probe on it. And it don't fit in this. If they would make like an adapter or something for this, so you could use any K-type, like pipe clamp or something, that would be real convenient. This is a true RMS meter, but I did not see in the paperwork anywhere where it said Cat 3 or Cat 4. The paperwork does say it's rated up to 750 amps, so I think that would be like a Cat 3, but it has no Cat rating on it at all. And when you, for example, if you're in some of these and you have your main reading down here, it gives you a temperature, just an ambient temperature right here. And as you see, I don't know if you can see that, that's in Celsius. There's no way for me to change that. It just defaults to Celsius. And here in the States, we don't use that a whole lot. But for what it is, this is a convenient little thing to carry around. I think it's good for, like I said, auto mechanics and stuff like that. But for $50, oh, and I meant to mention, I did test the capacitance and compare it with like my field pieces and the voltage and the hertz, and it does seem to be very accurate. It does have those few little flaws that I pointed out, but for 50 bucks it's hard to beat. So if you like the video, you enjoyed the comparison, like and subscribe. That really does help out.